Hey, what's up guys? A lot of you have been asking me what happened to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, the one that I reviewed over a year ago that has over 200,000 views. And to make a long story short, here it is right here. And with a lot of things that I review, I only have so much room to keep it on display. I'm working on getting more shelves and stuff like that. But usually once I review something, I either store it away in the basement, something like that, or I'll display it somewhere in the house. And this title belt was actually put on display. And by the way, the one that you see on the shelf now, that's the kids replica title, not the adult replica. So I didn't really see the point of doing another video on it again because it's the exact same thing. I mean, it doesn't change. But that's when I got an idea. And that idea was to show it off again, but this time have it signed by a very popular WWE superstar. But that creates one problem. I don't really know any WWE superstars and Bartholomew's on vacation. So me and Jess came up with a plan after reading lots of wrestling forums online about WWE live events. So apparently it's best to go to a house show, which is a WWE show that's not taped on TV, show up an hour early, and as the wrestlers arrive in their cars, they'll sign autographs at the gate. And just in case that didn't work, we had to have a backup plan. And that backup plan was to purchase front row seat tickets. That way the wrestlers would be very close to us at all times, and we can just say, hey, you mind signing this? So we live in the Chicago area, and the closest three cities to us hosting WWE live events were Springfield, Peoria, and Danville, Illinois, none of them being close at all. However, the Prairie Capital Convention Center located in Springfield, Illinois had some dead center front row seat tickets available, so that made the decision pretty easy. So today is Friday, June 12th, 2015, and according to my GPS, it's 180 miles away, and it's a 3-hour drive, which means we should arrive there around 6 o'clock, which will make us an hour and a half early. So we are pulling up at Walgreens because we forgot to get a silver Sharpie. So Jess is gonna go in and get a silver Sharpie. So Jessica's going in to get the Sharpie. So we have quite a few more miles to go, and so a pretty long drive, and I want to put the top down, but unfortunately it's still a little bit too cool. This is a convertible, but as you can see right here, it is 70 degrees, that's what it says, but it feels like it's about 65 degrees outside. So if I can get this to get over like 75, then we'll stop and put the top down. So we're praying that as we go farther south, it gets a little bit warmer, hopefully 75 degrees, and we can stop and put the top down and enjoy the ride a little bit more. Okay, so we are officially out of the rain, and it is above 75 degrees. In fact, it is 84 degrees outside. So now I just got to find somewhere to pull over and let the top down. All right, we're not quite there yet, but I am getting range anxiety and I'm hungry, and we're almost empty as far as gas goes, so I'm just stopping here to get some gas. And I pulled to the wrong side. I'm on the wrong side. Let me turn around. My gas tank is on the other side. Here we go. As you can see,
right onto East St. Clement Avenue,
I'm almost empty.
Right onto
We're only about 10 miles away, and I have 55 miles of, or 53 miles of gas left, but I don't want to, I'll start to get range anxiety, so let's stop and get some gas.
at Sonic. We're a little hungry.
So after some major traffic jams and stopping to eat at Sonic's and get gas, we arrived a lot later than expected. Thankfully, we had a plan B. Okay, so we are finally here at the Prairie Capital Convention Center in Springfield, Illinois. And this is where the wrestlers show up at. Problem is, I have the belt right here. We got here a little bit late, so my plan was to have some people get here and sign it early. But unfortunately, we got here almost just in time. It's probably best that we actually go inside now because the show starts in about probably 30 minutes. But we'll see. We'll probably wait out here a little bit longer and see what happens. So see if any more wrestlers come out here so we can get some signatures. And then after the show, we'll come out here again. So, but we are here. So here's a look at our front row seats. As you can see, they are dead center. You can't really get any closer than this. And here's a look at Jess sporting both the adult and kid replica title, thinking she's super cool. So now it's time for the first match to start, and the first two wrestlers to come out were Bray Wyatt and Ryback, and between these two, none of them signed the title. And Ryback won the match. Next up, this guy named Bo Dallas came out, totally insulted the crowd. I thought it was hilarious. The crowd didn't, and he lost to this guy, one of the Uso brothers. I don't know which one it was. I'm sorry, I don't, because they're twins. But the Uso guy won, and none of them signed the title. Next up, Chris Jericho came out, cut a way too long promo, and went up against Luke Harper. Chris Jericho won the match, of course, and after the match, it looked as if Luke Harper was coming right towards us to sign the title, but he gave us this look with these crazy eyes, so I pulled the title back in, and once again, no signature. The entire time we were there, we kept bothering this guy, Byron Saxton, who is a pretty cool guy actually, because we were bothering him a lot, asking him all types of questions about what goes on behind the scenes, and he didn't seem annoyed. He just kind of joked around with us quite a bit, so cool guy. Next up, there was a Divas match. It was Naomi and Tamina, I hope I'm saying that right, versus the Bella Twins. And the Bella Twins were really nice. They came by us multiple times, gave us multiple high fives, multiple handshakes, and joked around with us quite a bit. And I was making little shouts from ringside, and she kept turning around laughing at me and stuff like that. In fact, we had so much fun with this match and these ladies that I forgot to ask for a signature. So that's how that turned out. And the Bellas won, by the way. Next up, we have an 8-man tag. It was the New Day versus The Miz and Adam Rose, The Ascension, and Curtis Axel and Damian Sandow. The New Day came out. They really let the crowd have it as far as talking about them. They actually won the match, and I didn't get a signature. It looked as if Big E wanted to sign the belt, but he was kind of in this bad guy, playing this bad guy character, so he was acting mean to everybody, but he kept staring at me for some reason. I don't know what that was all about, but you'll find out later on. So at this point, it was just announced that there was going to be one more match, the main event, and I came to the realization that I have not one signature, not even one, so it's not looking good. And I was starting to feel like a loser. But that's okay, because I haven't been to a WWE show in a very, very long time. And this was actually fun, a lot more fun than I thought it would be. So I was actually enjoying myself the whole time, still having fun. Now this next match was John Cena versus Kane in a steel cage match. And these two went right at it. But it was at this moment, no, not right here when John Cena looked straight at me and I said, "Hey John," he actually sat in that position for a while. I said, "Hey John, when you get done, can you please sign this? I've been trying to get a signature all day." Now, I really don't know if he heard me or not, but during that time, he was just staring like right at me the entire time. And to my surprise, after the match, he came by, signed the belt, and shook my hand and said something to me, which I didn't hear because it was a very loud crowd and people started rushing towards us, the people that were behind us. So I got my signature. Not only that, after the show, the wrestlers were going back to their cars and Big E Langston walked up to us and he signed the belt as well. He was a pretty cool guy. And right before we were getting ready to leave, Byron Saxton walked up to us. I guess he remembered us and he took a picture with Jess. Look at them, they both think they're so cool. So, you asked for an update on the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Here it is as it stands today, 2016, in this display glass. Now it's time to take it out of the display glass to show you the signatures. And here we go. It looks just as good as new because it's rarely ever been out of the glass except for a few occasions. And let me show you the signatures by turning it around. Right here we have John Cena's signature. And here we have Big E's signature. So the plan worked. You do see a little bit of a smear on both of the signatures. I think that's because as we were walking back to our cars, I think we might have rubbed them a little bit. I think it was a kind of a humid day, so I think that's why there's a little bit of a smear, but overall it still looks pretty good. And the belt does have a few wrinkles from being folded for so long. I mean, it just literally sat in one spot folded like that for a whole year in that glass display. So the leather part has a few wrinkles in it, but overall, the belt is still in really good condition. So that is pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this update video, especially those of you who asked for it. If you all want to see any other updated videos on some products that I've done in the past, please let me know in the comments below. Or if you have any comments or questions about this particular update, put those down in the comments below as well. And if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. Till next time, take care. I'll see you guys in our next video, and thanks for watching.